Hello once again. It's me, back with another laid back review. Yeah, that what I said right there, laid back, that's a reference to my last video, which you should definitely check out. Anyway, so past two reviews, they were kind of like random. Like one was from 1990, one was from 2021 or 2022. So, today I decided to review something that came out this year, and this is a review of "It's Sorted" by Cheekface. And Cheekface, they're a great band, extremely underrated. Like they have like barely any like listeners on like Spotify or whatever, and like they're not very popular in general, but they're very 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 good. And you know what? I'm finally glad to see them like gain more popularity. Um, like I've seen like their like streams have been getting into like I think they have a few songs at like a million streams, and like their newest album that I'm reviewing right now, It's Sorted, has hundreds of thousands of streams on like every single song. So that's like amazing. I'm like very happy for them that they're finally making it. Honestly, they've actually had like a few more albums, but like at least that they're like I think that they're really like reaching a wider audience, and I you know I see promise in them as a band, and I'm glad to call myself an early fan, or well, somewhat early fan. Anyway, so they've evolved quite a bit since their last albums, like since their last like few albums. Their first album, forgot what it was called, but it has a very rough mix. You can tell it was recorded like it's recorded pretty much terribly, to put it bluntly, but that the songwriting is so good. Like even though it's recorded terribly, the songwriting is so good, and it literally carries the album. But I'm reviewing It's Sorted, which is their new album, and you know what? They fixed one thing. I think you guys can guess what it is. They fixed the recording quality. The past album was also recorded like meh. It was alright. It was an alright recording. This one is recorded almost perfectly, and mixed and mastered perfectly, pretty much. Honestly, I wouldn't change anything. It's mastered and mixed better than and recorded better than like or engineered in general better than like a lot of albums that I know, especially ones that were made on like a way higher budget. So yeah, and you know what? It has great songs. There are a few songs like that I really connected with, like I'm continuing to do my thing and Life in a Bag, Grad School, Plastic. There aren't many bad songs on this album. Like I'd say like a less good song would be like Trophy Hunting at the Zoo. It's all right. And trying to think of more songs. Like Don't Stop Believing is also kind of mid, if I'm going to be completely honest. It's named after a great song, and they made it mid, which is fine. Anyway, but his lyricism throughout the entire album is like, how can I put this? It's it has a lot of satire and like sarcasm to it. Um, and it's well written, and his lyrics are really. They also kind of remind me of like Cake, and his voice is like very sarcastic, and it's kind of like he doesn't really care. Like it's very laid back, like kind of like he doesn't really care. You'll get what I mean. Like if you guys know like classic band Cake, um, classic alternative band, these guys are very similar. Like I can tell that at least the singer has taken a lot of um inspiration from Cake and their style in general. So, yeah, they're a lot like Cake. If you like Cake, check these guys out. But to talk more specifics, Life in a Bag, uh, and a lot of the songs on this album, they have, uh, they're also like very, how can I put this? They have very pleasant melodies that are also very hooky. Like they really the hooks on this album is like crazy. Like if they don't like hook you, like that's crazy. Like honestly, like I've heard like the pop hooks on this album, they keep you coming back. Like the songs, they just have really good hooks. Really well written hooks that want you to keep on that kind of force you to like keep on listening to it because it's almost addicting how good and how great these hooks feel. And yeah, just the melodies are just absolutely satisfying to listen to. Also, it's like a short album, relatively. Like personally, I prefer albums that are 30 minutes long. Um, like that's a little bit of the hardcore punk lover coming out in me, but yeah, it's a great album. Definitely check it out. Probably my favorite release of 2024 so far. Overall, great album, great pop, alternative, whatever you want to call it. It's great. Listen to it. Peace out.